Imagine walking into a luxury car showroom, eyeing a sleek sports car, and then realizing someone just spent the same amount, not on a car but on a toy. Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's exactly what happened. At a high-profile auction in Beijing, a plush collectible called Labubu stunned everyone when it sold for over $150,000. The room was buzzing with excitement as bidders competed for this one-of-a-kind item, pushing the price higher and higher. This wasn't a jewel-encrusted artifact or a piece of ancient art. It was a rare, mint-green, 51-inch-tall plush toy, soft, huggable, and instantly iconic among collectors. The final hammer price? A jaw-dropping 1.08 million yuan, which translates to about $150,325. And that's before you even factor in the auction house fees and taxes. This headline-grabbing sale has shown a spotlight on the rapidly growing world of collectible toys, where prices can rival those of fine art and rare antiques. Across the globe, people are treating these designer figures like masterpieces, lining up for hours outside stores, joining online auctions, and sometimes traveling great distances just for a chance to own one. But what exactly makes Labubu so special? Why are collectors willing to pay such extraordinary sums for a plush toy? What's the story behind this obsession? Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Labubu, the little creature with the astonishing price tag. We'll uncover what sets it apart and why it's become a symbol of status and passion for so many. We'll trace its origins, follow its meteoric rise to fame, and see how it blurred the line between childhood plaything and coveted treasure for adults. This is a tale where art meets commerce, where nostalgia and investment collide, and where the simple joy of collecting can turn an ordinary object into something truly extraordinary. Sometimes, the things that bring us happiness as children become the treasures we cherish most as adults, far more valuable than we ever imagined. So how did a plush toy become a global sensation and a six-figure collectible? Let's find out together. So, what is Labubu? If you've ever wandered through a designer toy shop or scrolled through collectible forums online, you've probably seen this quirky little creature catching everyone's eye. Picture a mischievous creature with big, sparkling eyes, long bunny ears that stick out in the most adorable way, and a toothy grin that's equal parts cute and cheeky. Labubu's look is instantly recognizable, blending innocence with a hint of playful mischief. It's both adorable and a little monstrous, a gremlin with style. There's something about Labubu that makes you smile even if you're not sure whether to laugh or be a little spooked. Labubu comes in countless colors, outfits, and themes, from pilots to vampires, pirates to princesses. Each version has its own personality, making collecting them a never-ending adventure. Sold in blind boxes, you never know which one you'll get, making every unboxing a surprise. The thrill of opening a box and discovering a new Labubu is part of the magic. The design is packed with personality, sparking imaginations and stories. Kids and adults alike invent adventures for Labubu, turning a simple toy into a world of creativity. Is Labubu friendly or naughty? Probably both. That's what makes it so fun. Labubu can be whatever you imagine, from a loyal sidekick to a mischievous prankster. Fans see more than a toy, they see a character with a story. Each Labubu seems to have its own secret life, waiting to be discovered. That emotional connection turns Labubu into a cherished companion for all ages. It's a friend you can keep on your desk, your shelf, or even take on adventures. It's not your average teddy bear. It's cute, quirky, and unforgettable. Labubu stands out in any collection, bringing a touch of whimsy wherever it goes. That's why millions have fallen for this little monster with the big heart. Labubu isn't just a toy, it's a tiny spark of joy, ready to brighten your day. Every great character has a creator, and Labubu's is Kasing, a Hong Kong artist. Labubu began in his storybooks, inspired by European fairy tales and rich imagination. Mart, a Chinese toy giant, saw the magic and partnered with Kasing to bring Labubu to life. Their blind box idea turned buying a toy into a treasure hunt. Kasing provides the soul. Mart brings the hype and global reach. This partnership made Labubu a must-have collectible and Mart an industry leader. Their collaboration shows what happens when art and business click. Together, they've created a worldwide phenomenon. Labubu's popularity exploded almost overnight, first taking China by storm and then spreading rapidly across the globe. What started as a niche interest among toy collectors quickly became a cultural phenomenon, captivating people of all ages and backgrounds. For many, owning a Labubu figure became more than just a hobby. It was a status symbol, a way to express individuality, and for some, even an obsession that shaped their daily routines. Fans would camp out overnight, forming long lines outside Mart stores, hoping to get their hands on the latest release before it vanished from the shelves. As demand soared, a massive secondary market emerged. Retail toys were quickly resold online, sometimes for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. turning casual collectors into savvy traders. The thrill of the hunt and the promise of big profits made collecting Labubu a high-stakes game, with rare figures fetching eye-watering sums at auctions and private sales. Social media only fueled the craze further. Unboxing videos, live streams, and trading communities popped up everywhere, connecting fans and collectors from all corners of the world. The more people saw Labubu online, shared in photos, videos, and stories, the more they wanted to join the frenzy and own a piece of the magic themselves. Mart responded by expanding into new countries, opening stores in major cities worldwide. Yet, even as the brand grew, scarcity kept demand at fever pitch. The harder it became to find a Labubu, the more determined fans were to track one down, fueling a cycle of desire and disappointment. Today, Labubu is recognized as a global collectible phenomenon, with fans and collectors spanning continents and cultures. Cute, rare, and nearly impossible to find, Labubu has become the must-have collectible that everyone wants a piece of, no matter where they are in the world. The Beijing auction was a turning point for Labubu. Yongle International Auction, known for fine art, dedicated an entire event to Labubu figures. The Star, a unique 51-inch mint green Labubu, sold for over $150,000. Bidding was fierce, both in person and online. Another rare Labubu sold for $114,000, and many others fetched thousands. The event proved collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the rarest pieces. It was more than a sale. It was a celebration of Labubu as a cultural icon. The auction house called it Labubu's transition from trendy toy to global artwork. They even announced monthly live stream auctions for art toys. Labubu officially entered the world of high-end collectibles. What does it mean when a toy sells for $150,000? The line between toy and art is vanishing. Artists like Kasing create characters with real artistic value and backstory. Collectors display Labubu like art, appreciating its design and rarity. The Yongle auction validated art toys as serious collectibles. Value now comes from cultural significance, not just materials. Labubu is a pop culture icon, a piece of a global story. The art toy movement is here to stay, with more toys likely to enter galleries and auctions. The success of Labubu and Mart is a blueprint for the future. It all started with a cute little monster, and it changed the game.